It was a Saturday afternoon when I found it. Sunlight filtered through the garage window as I searched my wife's car, looking for the phone charger she always insisted was in the glove compartment. I rummaged through loose papers, a crumpled Starbucks receipt, an empty pack of gum. Nothing unusual. Then, beneath the passenger seat, I saw it. A used condom. I stared at it, my brain refusing to process what I was seeing. Maybe it wasn't what I thought. Maybe it wasn't hers. My hands trembled as I picked it up with a tissue, holding it at arm's length like it was radioactive. I'd been married to Julie for 6 years. She'd always been the love of my life. My partner, my best friend, the one who could calm my storms with a smile or a gentle touch. But in that moment, everything stopped. My stomach twisted. My heartbeat roared in my ears. The world felt like it was collapsing inward. I walked back inside, vision blurred with disbelief and rage. Julie was upstairs, probably scrolling Instagram or planning another one of her girls' nights out. I didn't go to her. I went to the kitchen instead, grabbing a glass of water to try and steady myself. I needed to think, to connect the dots. The late nights at work. The text she always swiped away the moment I walked into the room. The lingerie she bought and never wore for me. Suddenly, it all made sense. I sat at the kitchen table, staring at the tissue-wrapped condom on the counter. My hands shook. My eyes burned not from sorrow, but from the raw, venomous sting of betrayal. Julie came downstairs a little while later, her voice light and cheerful. "Hey, babe," she said as she grabbed a water bottle from the fridge. "What's up?" I looked at her, really looked at her, for the first time in a long while. Hair in a messy bun, wearing her old college sweatshirt. She looked so ordinary, so unbothered, and it made me sick. "We need to talk," I said, my voice tight, my fist clenched under the table. She turned to me, confused but not alarmed. "Okay, what's going on?" I nodded toward the counter. Her gaze followed, landing on the evidence. I caught it, the brief flicker of panic in her eyes, the twitch in her mouth. Then, like a mask slipping into place, she feigned confusion. "What is that?" she asked, her voice an octave too high. "You tell me," I said. "I found in your car." She froze. Her hand gripped the water bottle tighter. I don't know. Maybe from when we don't. I cut her off, my voice sharp as broken glass. "Don't insult me with lies. I'm not stupid, Julie, and I'm done playing the fool." Her face drained the color. "It's not what you think," she whispered. I laughed, bitter and empty. "Really? Then what is it? Because from where I'm standing, it's pretty damn clear." She tried to reach for me. I stepped back. Her touch disgusted me. "Who is he?" I demanded. "How long has it been going on?" Tears welled in her eyes. I felt nothing. No pity, no sadness. Just a cold, smoldering fury. "It doesn't matter," she murmured. "It matters to me," I snapped. "It was a mistake," she said, barely audible. "A mistake." I laughed again. "You don't accidentally cheat. You don't trip and fall into someone else's bed. This wasn't a mistake. It was a choice. And now I'm making mine." I walked away, ignoring her pleas. Upstairs, I started packing. Not my stuff, hers. Every article of clothing, every pair of shoes, every piece of jewelry I'd ever bought her. I shoved it all into garbage bags without care. Then I got creative. I printed photos. Our wedding, our vacations, the ultrasound from the baby we lost 2 years ago. I wrote across them in thick red marker. "Liar. Cheater. You destroyed US." I taped them everywhere, on mirrors, the fridge, the walls. So she couldn't ignore what she'd done. That still wasn't enough. I logged into her Facebook and Instagram, where she'd save her passwords on our shared computer, and posted a single message. "Hi, everyone. Just wanted to let you all know that I've been cheating on my husband for months. Hope you're all having a great day." Was it petty? Maybe, but I didn't care. She'd humiliated me. Now it was her turn. Then I called her parents. They'd always treated me like family. I told them everything. Her mom cried. Her dad swore. They said they'd talk to her. I didn't need their sympathy. I just wanted them to know the truth. By the time Julie came back home, the house was a graveyard of our memories. She stepped inside, her eyes wide as she saw the photos, the bags, the chaos. "What the hell is this?" she shouted. I stood in the living room, arms folded, heart pounding but steady. "This," I said, "is what happens when you destroy someone's life. This is your mess now." She tried to argue, to cry, to beg, but I was done. I handed her the divorce papers I'd printed that day. "Sign these," I said, "and get out." She stared at me, her eyes full of fury and heartbreak. "You're being cruel," she whispered. "No," I replied, calm and unwavering. "Cruel is betraying someone who loved you with everything they had. Cruel is tearing apart marriage for some cheap thrill. This is justice." She signed. Her hands shook. She left with only what I'd packed. When the door closed behind her, a strange calm settled over me. The house was a disaster. My heart was raw, but I felt something I hadn't in months: freedom. In the weeks that followed, I rebuilt. I leaned on friends and family. I started boxing to burn off the anger. I began therapy, working through the damage she left behind. It wasn't easy. Some nights were harder than others. But day by day, I got stronger. I reclaimed control. One evening, I sat on the porch watching the sun dip below the horizon. My phone buzzed. A text from Julie. "I'm sorry. I messed up. I hope someday you can forgive me." I stared at the screen for a long while, then deleted the message. I didn't need her guilt. I didn't need closure. I had a life to live, and it didn't include her anymore. As the sky darkened, I felt peace settle into my bones. Julie was my past, but the future, that was mine, and I was finally ready to own it.